Everything I said there was completely true when I wrote it. It's not true now. I'm someone who likes to organise their entire life on their phone. But last year I decided to make a little change and bought one of these, a pocket notebook. Now, compared to a phone and note-taking apps, pocket notebooks are less organised, they're messier, they take longer to add notes to, but it has some benefits and I wanted to see if I preferred analogue over digital. Now, I've already done this experiment. I know which one is better, but the reason I decided to do it in the first place was I was overwhelming myself with note-taking apps and life operating systems. I was basically spending too much time trying to find this perfect setup to organise my life, and that's when I decided to pick up a notebook. One thing I really like about having a physical notebook is when I look at it, I'm almost reminded of the past few notes I've written down, so it makes what I write down more sticky, and you just don't get that with your phone. When I look at my phone, I'm not reminded of notes or quotes or insights I've written down, but I get that with a notebook. Another thing that I really like about it is the physical act of writing. More productive or not, I just enjoy writing stuff. And it's one of the few things that puts me into a state of flow. It makes what you write down more sticky. If I write down a note about living life in autopilot and I draw a rubbish looking aeroplane, that just sticks in my head more than typing that out on my phone. Something else I really like is the idea of finishing a notebook and getting to start fresh. Building up a little collection of notebooks is appealing to me, and yeah, that's another little cool benefit. So, like I said earlier, I've already done this experiment and I've made my mind up on what I prefer, but this is something I wrote down 4 weeks ago. Life is a state of becoming, not being. Shit is constantly changing, and notes I take down over 5 months ago probably aren't applicable in my life right now. So trying to organise all my knowledge into an app on my phone isn't that useful. My thoughts, interests and understanding of things are going to change. So why not have an ever-changing notebook system that's filled with stuff I'm interested in and find helpful in life right now? So, everything I said there was completely true when I wrote it. It's not true now. Physical note-taking is kinda shit. Never tried. I genuinely tried to make this work, but after I got over the honeymoon phase, I realised how much better digital note-taking is. So there's quite a few things that didn't work for me. One was quick capture. When I was outside, I tended not to have the notebook on me, which meant I had to write something down on my phone and transfer it later. Organisation. I tried using a basic tagging system in the notebook, but if we're being honest, doing it digitally just works better. Mistakes. I'm not a big fan of making mistakes and I'm not a great speller. So flipping through a notebook filled with little mistakes and spelling mistakes wasn't that fun. So yeah, I'm back to using my phone. So what has this taught me? It's taught me that your genuine curiosities can lead you down some pointless paths. But as long as those paths were enjoyable to go down, they're worthwhile. And that's kind of why I started this YouTube channel. I had the idea, it excited me, and I'm now acting on that curiosity. So if you're currently curious about something, maybe it's a different career or hobby, follow that curiosity. Because 1, you might discover a new passion, and 2, even if you end up not liking that thing, the fulfillment you get from the beginning stages of pursuing it is still worth your time.